This is Sean with Gate City Foundation Drainage. We're on a job today in Greensboro. So we've got some drainage work to do. We got Jeremy with us. We got Ronald with us. We got the box truck. We got the mini Bobcat and the trencher here. So let's take a look at what we got going on. So they just built this house, and this garage area right here is just pretty much holding water really bad, and it's even flooding up against the house. So if we take a look at the lay of the land here, you can see that we don't have a lot of fall away from the building, and then we don't have a lot of fall going this way either. The other thing that's a problem is these chips are just going to hold water. So we're going to dig all these chips out of here and get rid of them. The shrubs are going to go. The other thing we got going on is these two gutters are discharging right here, and then they're just piling up onto this problem. And so all we're going to do is just going to take the two gutters and just pipe them across to the concrete. Once it hits the concrete, it sheds away. And so this is one of those deals where the pipe is going to look really, really bad, but it's just going to kick that water across there. And so they're going to mitigate the looks with a couple of plants or whatever's. So those two we're going to get out of the equation. We're going to dig this down a little bit right here with the mini Bobcat. You can see that we have a pretty good amount of fall going down through here, so we're just going to try to clean this up a little bit. And they've already got the retaining wall here stable. We're going to catch this gutter and take it across wherever, somewhere through here, and we're going to catch this gutter, and you can see how much of the roof that's catching. Probably bring it out a little bit here somewhere and run it down. And there's gas right there, which should be deep. So they've got this huge ravine right here, and they just had a big tree taken out, so we were waiting for that to happen. But we're just gonna we're basically gonna take these two and just kick them out anywhere past the wood chips here. Anywhere should be fine. And so that'll get those two, and then we're gonna catch these 2, 3, 4, and whatever makes sense. We can Y them together. We can Y2 and Y2 and just kick them out as long as they go out past the wood chips. And take a look over here. A couple of these are already piped. So they started out with PVC, but then they ended with corrugated. And so those aren't working anymore. And they're not even sure where they come out at. So there is one over here. I guess, well, maybe all three of these come out right here. But look what they did. They ended it here, and it's still causing a problem. So the homeowner just wants this redone, and we're just going to extend it out. And again, you always want to take your water to a place where it's no longer a problem. So dumping it here in the yard, they want to make more of this grass. So we're just going to redo it. And you can see this work is not even that old. You can still see the trench right there. And so for these over here, same kind of thing. It's just ending out here. I think it's already covered up, but they just want to extend it out. So this work has already been done with corrugated, and the homeowners, here's another one right here, and the homeowner said just replace it. So this one actually might be PVC, but it's schedule 30, so that's the thin wall stuff. So we're just going to replace them all. So that's what we're working on today.
Simple. Very awesome.
The guys are just working out how they want to get started on the day. And 811 left me a message. I think it says ATT/D-CLR, clear. I don't really like it when they leave me messages like this because it's hard to read them. But that's there, so we don't have anything to worry about there. Gas line here should be deep. Yep. And I don't think there's any sprinklers in here, so we should be in really good shape. So this is going to be the star today. No, we can start working on this one. Okay. Do you want to rip this old pipe out first, or do you want to?
I was thinking about doing that, try to do it by hand, yes.
Okay, maybe get a couple shovels in there and just pull it out. You think you can get it by hand?
Possibly.
Sweet.
Look at that mess. Right, that joint.
Look at that, schedule 30. Yeah, it looks like that corrugated pipe may be a foundation tile. So we'll tie that into our pipe.
Here you go. I didn't think to grab meat pads. Y'all want any?
Yeah, I'll grab some if you need them.
I'm not gonna go right this second.
But yeah, is there another safety shade?
There should be a couple of them in there, Sean.
The guys decided they wanted to start down here at the furthest point, and I could have driven the truck down around the corner here, but instead we just kind of hauled everything down the hill. And so this was at schedule 30, but it was not coming out quite far enough out of the yard. And so I talked to the homeowners about just extending it into the natural area down there by the hill, and they said pretty much just go ahead and replace it all, just go ahead and get it done. And so that's what we're working on here. And so we could have taken each gutter downspout straight out, but we decided to Y them together right here. And so there's multiple ways to do that. That's just how we decided to do it here on the day. Tell us what you found.
This gutter right here had a beautiful white pipe on it, beautifully done. They come down here, just discharge. Look what we found here at the discharge.
Huh, so that corrugated pipe is not the discharge for the gutter.
No, that is right there.
Whatever it is clogged up.
And look how they put it in, or how it's closed itself off. That gutter's useless.
They just buried it, clogged it up.
Yeah, so that's that was definitely not working.
Okay, well we're gonna leave our pipe sticking out of the bank, so it will never have a problem. And over here, I just ran the trencher along here, try to get some of this loose stuff off. Get this pipe out of here. You want me to hit it that a little bit deeper, Jeremy?
You may need to.
Yeah. All right, we're getting this corrugated pipe out of here. That I think is a foundation tile. And so what we're going to do is we exposed it right here. So we'll just tie it into our pipe, and that way whatever comes through that corrugated can get into our pipe. You got it?
Got her.
You like that stuff, eh?
Oh yes, especially when I can tear it out of the ground.
There you go. Anytime we find a corrugated pipe like the one that we found here, I always put it into our pipe. And the rationale behind that is anything that can get through a corrugated pipe will definitely get through the PVC pipe. So my pipe will accept anything that corrugated will give it. And it may still be flowing, so it would not be appropriate to block it off or just dead it. I had to steal the battery out of your drill, man.
Let's go.
Ready for me to spray it, Ronald?
Yeah, I think we're good there.
I'll try to get my trenching better.
You weren't saving these, right?
No.
Okay.
we've got another foundation tile here, so we're going to do the same thing and take it right into our pipe. It is, that's it.
Good stuff.
Okay, we did the same thing. We got the corrugated pipe into a Y and a Street 45 turned backwards, and a Fernco that will join two dissimilar materials. And now we're just going to get this covered up so it'll help to hold it in place while we mess around with that Y down there. We got started working on this fourth gutter downspout right here next to this gas meter, and all of us thought we could smell gas coming from here. And so the homeowner had told us that they hit the gas line when they were digging over here, putting in some shrubs. And I think that there's a leak on one of the fittings on the gas meter. And so we alerted the homeowner, and they are going to call the gas company to come out and take a look at it.
How about that for meeting together?
Nice. You ready to eat?
Yeah, we can eat.
For lunch today, we had a really nice pizza, and the homeowner even went and picked us up and picked up our tab for us on lunch. The homeowner brought us some pizza from a local place, so that was really good. What do you think, Jeremy?
That was excellent.
And Ronald over here, you can't stop him. Can't slow him down. So he's over here trying to get back to work. So I better get going. Yeah, the Terminator of drainage.
I am the pusher. Let's get to work.
Yep. All right, let's get this Y in place.
It's cheap, isn't it?
Yep.
What's this stuff about? Not in a can now, but 30, 25 in a can.
Something like that. It's a lot less than trying to mess with it again.
Yeah. Shovel. Nope.
Go, go, go. There you go. Okay, that's it. It's nice to have those handy.
It is.
That's okay, we got glue.
We got glue.
You want me to?
Okay. Good.
Is that good?
Yep. Thank you. Actually, it's still glued.
Drop it in.
Sweet.
Check out this carpenter bee. He is drilling right into some treated lumber, so that treated lumber is not stopping him at all. And you can tell these guys because they have a smooth and pretty much hairless abdomen, whereas bumblebees have a fuzzy or furry abdomen. Okay, we got these next two caught, and the guys are working on getting those out into the woods. And I'm going to get the blade up back on the trencher and start covering this stuff up. And then we will be moving on to, I guess, that one and that one. What'd you find?
We got another clogged pipe. The gutter here. There's our outlet right there. No way that could have been working. I mean, there's no possible way that could be functioning.
But that's a good looking pipe though, you don't see it. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
This pipe over here, sticking out of the ground, looks terrible.
But it's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is
just for show, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything.
No, not doing anything at all.
All right.
All that time and effort for nothing.
Yeah, and expense.
Yeah.
Somebody had to pay for it.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
Pay for it twice now,
Yeah.
I guess. Not the way to look at that.
Yep. All right.
This one, yeah. coming off right here around this corner.
That one?
Yes.
The middle one?
That's what I was thinking. Come off here, catch it there. Then, if you want, we can also catch that one in the same line and catch one line out here.
Right. We might be able to go through the natural area.
Get this gutter and just come steady travel.
Yeah, or however it's going to work. But this looks pretty good here.
Possibly, yeah.
This looks fine here.
It's gonna be right in here somewhere.
Yeah. All right, we got this one caught. We're working on this one, and we were going to be heading down there, and our pipe was looking pretty good here.
We were gonna go
There you go.
this way.
This way.
Yeah.
All right, so we had that made up, and then tell us what happened.
Well, we can run like this and run way down that way direction, a couple, 30, 40 feet, or we can flip this around right here.
And what's that going to do for us?
That's going to take us, we can go right here, straight out.
It's a much shorter distance, isn't it?
Shorter.
Whose idea was that?
Yours.
Yeah, right. No, that was Ronald's idea.
Boss gets credit.
Nice work. Nice work, Ronald.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, I just finished trenching this down to our natural area down there, but there is, hopefully you can see that yellow, the gas line that's been marked right there. And the homeowners have said that when they're in here planting bushes, they've seen the gas line, so it's not very deep. So I'm gonna dig this by hand and hopefully won't hit anything or have any problems. It looks like I'm past the gas line, but look at this. That looks like an internet line, and that has not been marked. It's probably going to that little box right there. So it's a good thing I was hand digging around this gas line, because we would have destroyed that line. Thank you.
One of the two spills I took yesterday at the house. One was with the moving the thing at the boy.
All right, ready?
A little bit later, fucked up and fell again. That was my fault there. I'm doing that a lot here lately. Be alright.
All right, drop her down.
Drop her down.
Hang on, lift it up, lift it up. All right, drop it down. Okay,
Oh no.
there it is. It just kind of bent the gutter a little bit, the downspout, but I think it's okay. There it is. All right, take a look. We got this one caught, we got this one caught, and we got this one over here caught. And we just got our last Y in, and there's a little Street 22 on there. And then we're underneath our internet line, so we didn't cut that, even though it's not marked. And we're heading on down the way. Okay, the guys got everything seated and strawed, and we are finished for day one. So we're gonna leave our equipment here. The homeowner was fine with that. They're kind of out in the woods here, so it makes it nice anyway. But we are kind of getting things just tidied up a little bit, so we're not leaving stuff everywhere. But we're fine to leave this the way it is. So we'll be back out here in the morning. We got these 3 caught. And so we have the 2 up there, we've got our grading, our swale to make, and then the 2 on the corner under the driveway. So, pretty good day today. It is the next day, we're back out here and we're getting started this morning. So the homeowner got the shrubs pulled out of here, and Jeremy's getting this last one. This is a U. And I think it's going to be out of the way, but just in case, we'll get it out of the way. So first thing today is get these chips scraped out of here, try to get this thing graded down. We do have some fall here, so I want to bring this down a little bit better. And then we'll be catching this gutter and running our trench. And catching this gutter, and I think the guys just want to take it kind of like a beeline across here into past the wood chips. So I think that's what their plan is. And the homeowners are going to let me take the wood chips from the garage area and just dump them over there. So that's what we're working on today, getting a nice early start. And we've got a little bit of overcast today, so we may get some rain footage today. I'm just getting started here with the mini Bobcat, and I've got the 42-inch smooth bucket, which works really well for tight spaces like this. The problem I'm having here is there's a bunch of boulders under the ground where they built this little retaining wall, and so I'm having to just kind of bump through those. And at the same time over here, Jeremy is pulling these wood chips off of the foundation just so I can scoop them up with the Bobcat and not have to get too close to the foundation. Okay, I'm gonna try to improve the grade from up here all the way down through here. We have a pretty decent amount of fall. The grade is just not doing too great. So let's see how we do. So what we did over there is we took out all this organic matter and we put back clay. So this is a subsoil right here. And so you all know from gardening and things like that, that organic matter is going to hold the moisture. And so that's why it's really good for gardening, because it holds moisture and the plants, it's available for the plants. But for drainage concerns, organic matter is not good, because then you just end up with a bunch of wet, muddy area that doesn't do anything and could even kill all your plants because it's so wet. So they had this on site from some construction they had going on, and so we were easily able to repurpose this and improve the grading across that garage right there. I got all this tracked in, but over here we're going to be catching this gutter, so I wanted to wait until we finished our trenching work before I start tracking it in too much. But look at what they had going on here. This swale right here runs along, and it literally runs into the patio. And so I'm just not sure what they were thinking here when they were doing this grading work.
It's doing wonderful.
We're crossing our gas line again here. You can see it marked right there. And we're about a couple inches down, and we're already hitting the Carson tape. So hopefully it'll be deep enough that we can get our pipe over top of it. But I guess we'll find out in a second here. What do you think, Jeremy?
I would think so.
All right, let's do it.
Let me make sure we're a good foot to either side of where the tape was, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
All right, that's a shovelful that way, and more than a shovel that way. What do we think? You good?
I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
We'll find out quick, though.
I'll be the guinea pig. Famous last words. Huh?
Yep. We just hit that orange cable and it wasn't marked, so we'll see if the homeowner comes running out in the next few minutes. It might not be in usage. It wasn't marked, so I don't know, but you can kind of see a trench right here maybe. Well, if they come running out real quick, we'll know it was in use. Okay, I just got this dirt brought in here, and take a look at what we've got going on now. So you can see that we're now shedding away from the building. This is still super flat across here, and so when I talked to the homeowners here, I said, you know, we're going to improve the drainage here, but this is definitely not going to eliminate some residual water standing through here. We're simply improving it. Taking these two gutter downspouts out of the equation is going to be a huge deal. Now take a look at this beautiful pipe. So we got a quarter bubble going across there and a quarter bubble there, which is more than enough for that short run. And then this water will simply discharge onto the concrete, at which point it's just going to be heading on down the way. So we talked about this with the homeowners. I told them the pipe was going to look really bad, so they're going to put a frog with a welcome sign right there and hide that pipe. But the point is, the pipe is going to redirect the gutter water.
You need me to back the 20-foot joint up?
No, I'll need you to slide it in once I get this in, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm already waiting with the hammer.
Okay, cool.
Not being that you stand here just doing nothing. I want to let it stand a moment. Nice. How far do you need to go to make it up? Start making it up.
Look. About 6 inches.
Okay. Ready?
Just start pounding it. Yeah, go. All right.
Good?
Yep.
Sweet.
Thank you.
What's that?
You need to cut that down.
I don't think so. Everything is fine. We'll put together and smash it. Okay?
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll get it. Come on, Sean. All right. Push it. Good. That's it.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, we are finished with this job. So we're getting loaded up and just talked to the homeowner. Everything looks good. The guys got everything seeded and strawed. We put seed and straw here, and then across here we just put straw to stabilize the bare soil. They have like a natural area type over here. And so we caught this gutter on the corner here, brought it along, caught this one, and those are both out here, just out here to the natural area just past the wood chips, which is what they wanted. Same thing with these three here, 1, 2, and 3, and they are headed out to right there. And then we got these two here, that one, and they're wying in out there. And then these two over here, same thing, so they're wying in and they're heading out down over there somewhere. So this has been a really good job, a couple days, nice weather, so I can't wait to get back out here in the rain. I'm back out here. It's been a few weeks and the homeowner just contacted me and said the pipes were absolutely pouring water out of them, but it has pretty much died out. It was pouring on the way over here, but this is sending a bunch of water across here now, where before it was landing over here with nowhere to go. This is still definitely an area of concern, but at least now the water can get out of here. So look at this. So before the water was getting held in there, and so I gave it just a little bit of grade to it, just in the hopes that it can eventually find its way out of here. I need to get the homeowner to take some pictures when these things are pouring. But that one's doing pretty good. You can see that. So that's a bunch of water coming out of there. That's catching, I guess, those two downspouts there. This one's catching another 3. So that's going pretty well. And then, I don't know what that is. I guess that's something someone else put in. But here's our other one. And really what they were trying to accomplish out here was just extending it past the lawn area. So that one's flowing pretty good too. And then this one over here. Same thing. That one's flowing pretty well too. So I hate that I missed the downpour, but that's what always happens with me. So anyway, the homeowners were very happy with everything, and they're still working on getting that front area, if they're going to do a little bit of landscaping or put some shrubs back in there or whatever. But they're going to get something figured out on that at some point. So yeah, this has been a really good job. This is definitely exciting how it's now flowing. Let me see if I can get you down in there. So yeah, this area was definitely a problem to begin with and not an easy solution. So I told him we can dig out those nuggets and those wood chips and grade it down a little bit and it should improve things. But it's not going to be 1000% dry here. There's just no way. This was a pretty good example of improving the drainage around some new construction. So they had originally called me for that area next to the garage with the wood chips in it. And the problem there was those two gutters on the right-hand side were just dumping into that area, and there was no way for the water to get out. The wood chips also tended to hold the water in that area and not let it away. And so we were able to get all that done, getting those two gutters discharging onto the driveway. And the homeowners think that those pipes are a thing of beauty, so they're not worried about the appearance of the pipes at all. But you can plant some shrubs or whatever you want to in front of them. And so just getting that area, getting those wood chips out of there, getting some clay in there, getting it sloping away, and then just trying to spread out the fall that we had and getting that water a pathway to get out of there and then running along by the air conditioner. And so when I went out there during the rain, it was really, really exciting to see that water flowing as well as it was. And that's why I got a close-up of that, because that really shows that we gave the water a pathway to get out of there. Whereas before it would just pool and hold right in that area. And then working along the rest of the house, we just extended everything pretty much past the yard. And so the idea of taking the water to a place where it's no longer a problem, instead of just exchanging problematic water in one area for problematic water in another area. And so these homeowners were really easy to work with. We did hit that internet line, and looking back at it, I think I was distracted by the gas line. I did remember thinking that there was that unmarked line in there somewhere. And once we hit it and I found it, you could definitely see the outline of the trench. And so it was unmarked, but I definitely felt like I could have done a better job and not taken their internet out. They weren't too worried about it, and I flagged where the wire was so that the technician could either repair it or replace it. But we run into that a lot where we call 811 and they'll mark the power and the gas, but they don't mark the internet lines. And it must just be cheaper to fix it than to send people out and mark stuff, because we run into it all the time. It doesn't cost the homeowners anything, because when you call 811 and you hit an unmarked line, they will fix it for free. But the problem is the homeowners still have to go without internet. So I definitely felt bad about that one. But overall, this was a really good job. Everything's been working really well. The homeowners have contacted me a couple times. They're real happy with everything. So let me know what you all think of this one, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a like, and that lets YouTube know that this video is worth watching, and it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps out the channel. So I also have some links where you can support the channel in the description. Until next time, I'll see ya.